sexy and I know it, know it. I'm sexy and I know it, know it. Yeah.
Hey sexy people, it's Joe Roberts, onewinedude.com, and me and my cock here are in my kitchen, sitting in my kitchen on a very chilly Valentine's Day timetable in 2012, and I want to wish you all happy Valentine's Day. And I'm gonna, for your benefit, I'm gonna subject myself to a Valentine's Day food and wine pairing, and it's with a little bit of trepidation that I do this, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm doing chocolate and wine, okay? And I'll tell you what, I know it's supposed to be great and sexy, but I don't like dry red wines with chocolate. In fact, I don't really like much wine with chocolate at all. And I received a sample of a wine, which is a pretty sexy wine, I'll tell you about in a second, and a sample of some chocolate. It's pretty sexy chocolate. Basically, it's a big sexy production. And the chocolate is specially formulated to go with wine, so I do want to give them the benefit of the doubt, although I don't have high hopes, okay, but I'm going to try and stack the deck in their favor. The chocolate is called Brix, and it's out of Rutherford, California, so I thought I'd pick a wine close to Rutherford to match. I'll get into that in a second. And as you can see, it comes in a very nice package, and what I like about, I just said cock and package in the same video, sorry about that. What I like about Brix, I've tried all the chocolates. They come in a dark, a very dark, extra dark, what they call a smooth dark, medium dark, and a milk chocolate version. They give potential wine pairings for each, and what I like about it is primarily the presentation. The chocolate's all very good. I've tried it prior to filming this, and I love the idea of maybe like starting a meal, a sexy meal, with cheese, right? And you can do cheese and wine. It goes a hell of a lot better together than chocolate and wine, I might add. What I like about it, this presentation, is it's very much like a cheese presentation that you'd use to kick off a meal. You can put these out on a plate, knock bits off just like you would with cheese, and you kind of can end your meal with sort of an interesting dessert take on the cheese platter. In this case, it's chocolate platter. So what I've done is I decided I'm going to try what they call their medium dark chocolate. They bill it as their most versatile. So I'm trying to stack the deck in their favor here to see if I'll actually enjoy this pairing. Because I'll tell you what, I've only ever had two wines that I thought actually went well with chocolate, where the chocolate complemented the wine and vice versa. One is a fairly expensive style of wine called Recioto from Italy, and it's made from dried grapes. It's usually sweet, and it's a bit expensive. It kind of run you, I don't know, 40, 50 bucks for a half bottle. But man, it's like tailor-made for chocolate. It's a great match. The only other match I've really enjoyed is port. The vintage ports, ruby type ports, that style, they tend to go with darker chocolates, I find, and tawny style ports tend to go a little bit better with milk chocolates. But other than that, I've never really had anything that worked. So we're going to give this one a shot. Now the wine that I picked, I've already tasted, and it's very good, is Sattui, who's in Napa. They only sell their wines at the winery, as many of you out there watch this probably know, or direct. You can go to their website and place orders. They're in St. Helena. One thing that people don't know a lot about, or typically don't associate, I think, Sattui with, is Zinfandel. And they actually make a few zins. They're kind of getting known for some of these single vineyard zins that they make in very small quantities. What I've got here is from Black Sears Vineyard off of Howe Mountain, and it's a really nice wine. And I'm going to go so far as to say it's a very sexy wine. Okay, keeping with our theme here, it's got a lot of plummy, rich, dark fruit and a lot of pepper, and it just is. It just takes a really nice balance, I think, between sort of a lush, velvety presentation, but also some pretty inviting spiciness. So it definitely has some sexiness going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a couple bricks off of this sucker, bricks off the Brix, I'm going to try it with this wine, and I'll try not to spit it out the camera. Let's see how it goes. All right, so as you can see, I busted off probably a few hundred calories of chocolate off this brick. The whole package, I think, would pretty much do your entire caloric intake for a day, probably for somebody a lot bigger than I am. So I'm going to grab some chocolate, which is very good. Rather smooth, but still has that like almost slightly bitter coffee edge to it that really nice dark chocolate gives you. And I'm going to pop some more of this and take a swig of the wine and see if this actually works. Yeah. Well, I'm going to say this. It doesn't totally suck. It actually is a little bit better, or let me rephrase that. It's a little less painful than I would have predicted. I actually find that the bitterness of the chocolate, it kind of overwhelms the wine, even though the Zin it's a fairly powerful wine and pretty fruit forward. And it's a pretty balanced wine, though, with that spiciness action going on, and they're just a little bit at odds. The chocolate's still lingering, and it is killing the finish of this wine, which I can tell you from tasting it on its own is actually pretty nice and carries the spice and plummy fruit with it. And I just feel like the wine absolutely got clobbered by this chocolate. And we're talking, this is their medium dark, 60% I think or so cacao, and they bill it as their most versatile, claiming you can throw some Chianti, Merlot, Shiraz, just reading right off the box here, or even Rhone wines at it. I myself wouldn't do it personally. I really see these two pleasures as nowhere near peanut butter and chocolate, nowhere near peanut butter and jelly. I mean, these are two that should, in my mind, they should just be separate. There is no real happy marriage here, I'm afraid, folks. Look, enjoy the chocolate; it's really good. Enjoy the Sattui Zin; it's also really good. Don't put them together, okay? Save yourself the trouble. It just doesn't work. And if this is specially formulated for wine, this chocolate, imagine what the Russell Stovers of the world are going to taste like with this. It's just not going to work for you. Stick to the Recioto. Stick to the port, which is probably even a little bit more affordable than the Recioto. That'll give you a real chocolate wine food pairing match. Stay away from this stuff. Have this sucker with dinner. Have this sucker after it. All right. Happy Valentine's Day, lovebirds. Enjoy. Stay safe. Don't do anything that me and my cock wouldn't. Cheers.
When I walk on by, boys be looking like damn she fly. I paid to the beat, walking on the street in my new La Freak, yeah. This is how I roll, animal print pants out of control. It's Chris and John on the